Welcome to MatheNatic. We are revising statistics for grade 12 mathematics. And in this video, we will be comparing two sets of data, x and y. So by the end of the video, you'll be able to plot a scatter plot, determine the regression line, draw a line of best fit, determine the correlation coefficient, and learn how to discuss the correlation coefficient. So let us jump into our example. The following table shows the age of 8 fossils of a particular species found in South Africa and the volume of their skulls. So in our table, the first line, we have age in millions of years, and that's indicated with an X, and the volumes of their skulls. So before we dive into the questions, sometimes X and Y will not be indicated on your table. And what I want you to do is you always make the first line X and the second line Y. So if X and Y is not there, you'll always make the top line X and the second line Y. The first question reads, plot a scatter plot of the data. Now in grade 8 and 9, you have learned that these are ordered pairs or coordinates. So the first X value here is paired with the first value of Y, the second X value with the second value of Y, and so forth. So these values create our coordinates. So when we plot our scatter plot, we'll have the X values on the horizontal axis and the Y values on the vertical axis. Now you can also call the X-axis age, and the Y-axis you can call volume. Now don't worry about the line just yet. The points that we need to plot are the points here in purple. So these purple dots are all of the coordinates that we have found. So for example, the first value here is 2.4 for x. So I have 2.4. So that's the value I look at. And for the volume of the skull, it's 38. So that's roughly here. So if I plot 2.4 and 38, those lines would intersect or meet at our first position here. So that is 2.4 and a volume of 38. And that's all that you do. You just need to plot these points. The second question reads, determine the equation of the regression line. So here on the sketch, I have drawn in a line, and the regression line is this line. So we want to find this equation first. But notice that we have different types of dots, and you would have learned by now that you can find the gradient between 2 points. But now you can see if I connect these dots with each other, it doesn't create a line. So what we do is we use the method of regression to estimate a line of best fit. So a line that will represent all of the data points. And how we find this equation in grade 12 is by using our calculator. And the calculator that I prefer to use is the white Casio calculator. So let us quickly run through the steps to find the regression line. First, I'll press Shift 9 to clear the calculator's memory. Then I'll press Mode and a few options will pop up, and I choose the option that says Stat. Then another few options will pop up, for example, 1 minus var, and a plus bx, and a few others. So you need to choose this option where it says a plus bx. Then 2 columns would appear. You'll have an x column and a y column. Now it's important, when you enter the x values and y values, they need to correspond with each other. So the first x value is 2.4. Then the first y value must be 38. So please take your time when you enter the x and y values on your calculator. Once you have entered all the values, you press AC and your calculator screen would clear. But now that information is stored within the calculator's memory. Now to find the equation of regression line, you press Shift and 1, and a few options will pop up again, and you choose the options that says reg for regression. And we are looking for two values, the A value and the B value. So you press A and equals, and you'll have your first A value, and you write down the A value. Then you press shift and stat again, and follow the steps again. You go to regression, and then you find B's value, and then equals. Now, once you have the A value and the B value, you must put it into your equation. But just be careful. In grades 9, we learned that the basic formula for a straight line is mx plus c. But our calculator gives it as y is equals to a plus bx. So notice that b is in the place of n. So b represents the gradient, and a is in the place of c. So when you have your equation, your a value, remember that the a value would stand alone, and the b value goes with the x. And that is how you find the equation of the regression line. Our third question is to draw the regression line. Now here's a few tips when we draw the regression line. You need to sketch using two reference values for x. So you can choose two values that you substitute in the place of x. Secondly, do not touch the x and y axes. I'll show you now that on the sketch. And notice the regression line do not go outside of the domain. So let me show you what I mean. So in this sketch, this is the regression line. So we have found this equation, and I said you choose two reference points. Now if you zoom in slightly here, you can see I have a reference point here at 0.5. So in the place of x, I choose to put in 0.5. It's not a value that I'm taking from our table here. I'm choosing a value of x to work with, and I substitute 0.5 into my equation, and I get the answer of 192. So that will be my first reference point. Then for my second reference point, I chose x as 1, so I substituted 1 into the place of x, and I found a y value of 153.57. Now I have two reference points, and I connect them to each other to form the straight line. Now some teachers also say you need to plot the mean of the x values and the mean of the y values. So you can choose what you're comfortable with, and you can find those values by using your calculator as well. So remember, the data is already entered on your calculator. So if you press Shift and 1, your few options will pop up, and you can navigate to 1 minus var, and you'll have options that says x with a line that represents the mean of the x values, and y with a line, and that represents the mean of the y values. So you can use one reference point, for example 0.5, and the mean for the x and y values. The other tip that I mentioned is that we do not touch the x-axis and the y-axis, because the information provided for us stops with the lowest value of x and doesn't go past the highest value of x. So we work within this domain. So we do not go past the highest value of x, that is the dot that's towards the right, and the lowest value of x, that's the dot that's on the left. So we keep our line of best fit, or our regression line, between these two values. Thank you for watching. Remember to show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to MatheNatic.